We're gonna have to try to get through this one quickly because I won't be real with everybody. I'm not feeling great. I am not feeling good. I'm pretty sick. And I'm starting to like really come down. So let's get into it. No wasting time. Don't worry, I got you. I'll keep up the energy. It's not gonna be a more react. But I'm not feeling great, so we have to wrap up the stream pretty quick here. Let's get into it. Atozy, here's another freaking IRL streamer being a freaking menace. It's just non-stop now. There's an outpouring, a wave of nuisance streamers running around rampant everywhere now. And apparently this dude is being hunted down in Japan. Let's find out.
This kick streamer was being hunted down by Japanese locals after he live streamed himself illegally trespassing on private property in Japan. And then, instead of, realizing his mistake and, I don't know, maybe apologizing or at least trying to turn over a new leaf, maybe just pivot the streams a little bit, at least for while you're in Japan. No, he decided to double down and dared anyone who wanted to cause a problem to pull up. Do we never learn in this space? Like, this is crazy.
But if you
we will never lear. We will never lear.
want to cause a problem, then come pull up.
Or, well, it seems like he kind of did, because now it seems like he's trying to lay low and trying to get himself home instead of, I guess, continuing his streaming trip, which is probably the smart move because he doesn't want to end up like Johnny Smalley did in Japan, being stuck in jail for 3 months. And right now, there are a lot of people tweeting about his behavior there, so I can only assume he is a little bit worried about being arrested if he's still in Japan. But regardless, I don't know why, but every obnoxious streamer and their mom is showing up to Japan for some reason. And obviously, if you've been around here on this channel for a while, we've covered that quite extensively, ranging from Johnny Smalley and his IRL antics in Japan, and then, more recently, South Korea. And in South Korea, he's currently locked up because he realized, oh no, my actions actually have consequences. Who would have thought? But it doesn't look like anyone is looking at the Johnny Smalley stuff and going, huh, maybe I should pivot and learn a thing or two from that. No, they're just still acting out, which is just interesting to me because I would love to live my life without being arrested, especially not in a foreign country. But I guess not everyone's the same. And in the last couple of months, numerous IRL streamers have been catching heat for, filming in public and being genuinely disruptive and disrespectful. And the subject of today's video, Shuvi, is no different. We've covered him here.
It's genuinely got to the point where, like, some Japanese stores just instantly kick you out as soon as you try to enter the building. And I can't fault him for that, really.
On this channel a couple times before for similar incidents. Trespassing into a police training facility. Top 10 worst places to trespass in ever. I don't know why he did that, but of course that wasn't enough. Then he had to trespass into some apartment complex after that city was in a complete shutdown because of a hurricane. And surprise, surprise, he was arrested both times. Here's the one that happened in Fairfax County, Virginia.
Maybe they didn't find us, right?
I have something right here. Here you go. Looks like a couple people. Yeah.
Bro, this is the most annoying shit ever. How much money of the taxpayers' dollars get wasted just down the drain, shit out the freaking, like, all because they have to micromanage these freaking nuisance streamers.
Stand up! No matter what, get your hands up! Alright, Fairfax 1 of the subjects are coming out with their hands up.
Just a waste of money and resources,
Great job, everybody.
Dude, again, why would, out of all the things to trespass into, why are you trespassing into a police training facility? That's pretty much a guaranteed way to get 5 stars of heat on you. But then, of course, there's body cam footage of his arrest in Florida as well. And, obviously he live streamed everything, so he didn't really make it hard for them to find him.
Right here.
Sorry, man. What's your first name? Sean. Sean? Yeah. How do you spell that?
I still don't know what his plan was with this here. Like, I guess he was going to survive the hurricane, hence why he was dragging around a generator. Firing up a gas-powered generator inside of an apartment sounds like an awful idea. What do I know, though?
You're going to suffocate. Is this guy just a moron? You're going to suffocate.
It's like, hey, okay, maybe the hurricane wouldn't get you, but carbon monoxide poisoning absolutely would.
Yeah.
And for a moment, it seemed like he kind of learned his lesson. He pivoted his content. He bought a boat and he started sailing the seas and live streaming himself sailing. And you know what?
He became Jack Sparrow.
on a sailboat in the open seas, you can't harass people for content. So things are looking a little promising. But at some point ages ago, he stopped the sailing streams, probably because they just weren't as interesting, because he couldn't bother people on his stream or trespass.
Also, let's be honest, boat maintenance is freaking insane.
Because it seems like Shuvi has a little bit of a thing for essentially breaking and entering into places he clearly shouldn't be in. And he himself has even admitted that the more obviously things are off limits, the more, I guess, it calls to him to put on his Green Goblin mask.
We should go down there for sure. Wherever there's a do not enter, that's always where you gotta enter.
So, hey.
I'm telling you, they are their own star witnesses. The moment he gets into like because this is all like, okay, charge here, charge there, you know, it's all staying on his record. They're gonna eventually be like, all right, you're too much of a nuisance, we're just gonna lock you up, and all of this footage is gonna be used as his own witness.
I don't know, maybe when he saw everyone else going viral for being obnoxious and annoying in Japan, he thought, that looks bad, let me do it as well. And I mean, hey, if you really don't care enough, you can get some headlines. Just ask Johnny or Chud the Builder. But they're also both behind bars. But unfortunately for Shuvi, though, he might have underestimated just how much Japan hates IRL streamers now because of people like Johnny. And speaking of Johnny, we've seen this with Johnny, because eventually people start hunting him down. And that's what happened to Shuvi as well. Because with Johnny, it happened in Japan, it happened in Korea, and things got really bad in Korea. I mean, people were just sending videos of him all over the place, to the point where like, I was getting like DM requests on Instagram of people, I guess, like just filming Johnny on the street. And I'm sitting here like, I don't need to know where Johnny is. As long as Johnny's not harassing anyone or breaking the law for content, I don't care where he is.
Yo, for real though. What is up with that? Like, the only people that really need to know, if they're breaking a law, then the only people that really need to know is the police. What the hell are you sending it to Atozy for?
But regardless, just days ago, I posted a video about a streamer by the name of Oblivion and his behavior in Japan. And this is pretty much a similar story with Shuvi, because as soon as he went live in Japan on his first day, he was acting very insufferably, like shoving a translator in people's faces and doing, you know, the whole funny bit of knowingly speaking a completely wrong language.
Excuse me,
It's like, why? Like, I genuinely do have to wonder who finds this kind of shit entertaining.
Can I skip out? Okay, that's
I have to imagine it's just middle schoolers,
Hola,
right?
Senor. Mi Americano. Okay. No. Yes, again, no.
And of course, he was targeting people who are at their jobs and can't just, you know.
And this is exactly why I feel no sympathy when these people get freaking arrested, basically have their lives ruined.
Leave the interaction or choose to stop being filmed.
Attica.
So, I mean, this whole bit is just pathetic. Like using broken Spanish and filming strangers, which is very frowned upon in Japan. And this is the exact behavior that'll get you blasted all over Japan Twitter. But this wasn't even the worst of it, because the next day, Shuvi streamed himself exploring the city and actually potentially trespassing by crawling through one of the narrow gaps between buildings. Now, whether he knew these alleyways are often technically considered private property, I'm not sure. There's a good chance that he was fully unaware that he would, you know, potentially be committing a crime and just thought it would be crazy content for his viewers. That being said, though,
that's very true, but at the same time, this has become such a problem. Like, I'm pretty sure the Japanese authorities are just waiting for another person to make an example out of.
you kind of have to know it's not meant to be
you kind of don't want to be the person that gets the example made out of them, you know?
Just as a tunnel from one street to another. Like, I can imagine encouraging people to do this stuff could potentially result in someone getting hurt or arrested themselves. But people, I guess, quickly began circulating these clips online, expressing their, you know, exhaustion with streamers and their behavior in Japan. You would really think that people would learn from, I don't know, Logan Paul from all of his antics back in, like, what was that, end of 2017 going into 2018? It's really been that long. It just seems.
And that's the thing, right? It really goes all the way back to start with Logan Paul and all these other annoying as hell IRL streamers, and pretty much because they face no consequences, it pretty much emboldened everybody to go try it themselves. And every time somebody gets away without consequences, it's going to embolden more and more people.
Seems like locals are sick of streamers and content creators who harass people and make these like disruptive spectacles in public for their own content. There's absolutely a way to travel to Japan and make content and be respectful, but for some reason, I guess it's just too hard for a lot of these people we cover to do. And obviously a lot of the tweets are relating him to either Johnny or Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon he actually does have ties to, and we covered that in one of my last videos on him because, you know, Ice Poseidon was telling him how bad of an idea it was of what he was doing. But I guess unlike many streamers who want any good press, bad or good, Shuvy did go dark on stream for a couple weeks, you know, likely realizing that he could get into even more trouble if he kept streaming publicly, which is also understandable because I don't think Shuvy wants to deal with being hunted down in public, or while there's so many more eyeballs on him now, do something stupid that ends up getting him arrested. So I thought he was just kind of like gonna pivot, sweep that under the rug. But then he came back with a stream titled "Japan, I Come in Peace," but then proceeded to tell people to pull up on him. So I don't know what he's thinking here.
Japan Twitter is pissed. Japan Twitter, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you can suck my I'm not here to cause harm, but you can suck my I'm not scared of you, Japan.
You just do not got the face of somebody, like, he is trying to act so tough, but all I see is a little kid.
I come in peace, but if you want to cause a problem, then come pull up.
Yeah, that doesn't scream, I regret my behavior whatsoever. But of course, these clips started circulating online quickly with similar call out captions from people who are fed up with this kind of behavior. And I guess since that stream where he tried to pretend that he wasn't worried about his behavior, in fact, just doubled down, he hasn't returned. He's just kind of vanished right now, and his viewers have been—
So he's talking mad shit, acting all tough, but then immediately runs away and hides. Hilarious.
giving updates saying he's not streaming not because he's scared of the Japanese public, but because of a falling out with his girlfriend. No clue if that's true or not. That could definitely be a—
Damn, you're telling me that you're such a douche? You're freaking— what, did your girlfriend start breaking up with you because of this? No way, right? What are the odds? What are the odds of this happening at the same exact time? It must be unrelated.
convenient explanation for why he needs to hop on the first flight home. Whoops, started arguing with my girlfriend. Gotta take the first flight home now. Not because I'm worried about being hunted down by the Japanese citizens. But hey, who knows? He is apparently MIA, and people did say that he broke the law by trespassing, so that's interesting. I don't think he's gonna be arrested for it, honestly, though. But one thing is for sure, Japan is definitely sick of IRL streamers, and if people aren't careful, they're going to end up ruining their lives for 15 minutes of fame. And it's just not worth it whatsoever. But that was a quick update on yet another moron exploring Japan in the worst way possible. But hey, if you want another way to support the channel, you have a couple more days to go to gamersubs.gg/Atozy and get the limited edition shaker cup. And if you do get one—
Dude, that shaker cup's actually freaking lit. I love that one's dope.
You will help us get one step closer to actually getting our own Gamersubs flavor. And it's currently for sale for just a few more days, and then it's gone. So get one while you can, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Phenomenal freaking video by Atozy. What sucks the most about all this is that now not only are most tourists gonna be treated like potentially, you know, worse because of these like nuisance streamers, but anyone who actually wants to go to Japan, record or stream genuinely wholesome content are gonna be looked at with these like eyes of like soured eyes, you know what I mean? And that's what sucks too. Of course, these scumbag, you know, IRL streamers, they don't care. They're gonna make a mess, and when they get kicked out, that's it. They're gonna go make a mess somewhere else. But it's sort of like, you know, it's the scorched earth policy of like, they're gonna mess it up for the rest of us. And this is why we can't have nice things. This is why people end up getting into legal trouble, end up getting banned, end up getting like hate online, on Twitter, all that stuff. It's absolutely wild. It's insane. It sucks. It genuinely freaking sucks. Because there's no need. Like, it's all freaking... How would you say it? Freaking stream went down real quick for Twitch, sorry. But... It's not even hypocrisy. I don't know what the word would be, but it's like just this scumbaggery of ruining all the good shit for everybody else. And you're just like cool with yours. Cool with like, you know what I mean? Like, I got mine, screw everybody else. I don't even know what the hell you would call that. at that point. Was that selfishness? Yeah, there we go. Maybe, kind of. Meh. I don't know what else to say about that. We're gonna move on. Amazing video by Atozy. Watch out for yourself, bro. You're gonna end up getting Johnny Somali'd and like smacked during one of your streams if you're not careful too. You don't. Come on, man. All right. Please be sure to go drop Atozy a like, a sub, all that good stuff, Monodachi. What a phenomenal video. Go drop him a comment as well so the algorithm knows that you like his stuff. Ayoo, Monodachis! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Salut!